We're filming? We're doing the show? It's episode 144? What the hell? My producer didn't tell me this. Hey, I'm glad he left the thing in the background though. I'll be popular with the scientists, you know? Look at that. I'm gonna be getting so many smart followers now. I love it. Thank you, producer. That's a win right there. Oh my god. White Wolf on the ones and twos. We made it. I completely forgot about this. This is the problem, guy. You hang out with Mary Jane and you're like so deep into space with it. You're like, oh, did I have a show today? Was there a show supposed to be on? Holy shanooks. Do I like the headphones? I think I do. I'm feeling sexy. My voice is a little deeper from all the wildfires in California. 1% of California is on fire. Just like 1% of people have under 6-inch. The fires. It's like another season now. We've got winter, spring, summer, fire. It's like, we get it, Wood. You don't want to be around anymore. You want to go to heaven. We get you want to be burnt up. And thunder made an entrance too. You know, apparently thunder caused all these fires. It's like, thunder never comes around, and it's like one of those people that comes to a party and brings like blow. You're like, come on, there's kids here, and they're like, oh, let's party. They're taking mushrooms. Like, this is a 5-year-old's birthday. Oh, that's thunder. And thunder went overboard and started all these fyros. Thanks, Mary Jane. All these fires. I didn't know thunder was such a pyro. This is not cool, dude. And Smokey the Bear, he's in the fucking cave. He's like, I told you, cocksuckers. You know, he's in hibernation. He's like, fuck it, tell me when it's over, you know? But thank God for the firefighters. Oh my God. You know, those are like the one people you can root for, right? Can't root for the cops anymore, but the firefighters. No one hates the firefighters. Other than cats that like to be comfortable in trees. Oh my God. If I'm a chubby cat in a tree and I see a firefighter trying to get me, to put me back into the boring house with grandma with the peg leg, I'm gonna be upset. I'm gonna be like, yeah, I can't support you guys, you know, get out of here. I think you make too much money, you know? By the way, have you been getting all these, I'm looking at my producer, have you been getting all these phone calls from PG&E? I'm automating my message. We're gonna be turning off the power. This is not because of the fires. We did not start the fires. I'm like, we get it, Billy Joel, right? We get you didn't start the fire, all right? And they've been calling me nonstop. I don't give a fuck. I'm at home. I don't care. It's my wife's problem. And, you know, we've had the corona, right? We've had just craziness politically. We've had, you know, protest and looting. It's like the 60s and 70s. Now we got the fires. Now I'm starting to believe the Bible, people, because now I just heard an asteroid is heading for Earth. Hey, can we find out if Bruce Willis and Ben Affleck are available? Let's blow this thing up. No, they said it's a 1% chance of coming here. Well, guess what? California just burnt 1%. So I'm not liking the odds. A little nervous here. Yeah, 1% chance it can come here. How about no chance? Then I'll feel comfortable. But it kind of makes sense because I've been feeling like we've been living in a Netflix series, right? And I feel like we're coming up to episode 10, right? Because it's season 1. They don't want to do too many episodes. Asteroid. Season finale of 2020. Bam. Crazy. Maybe this is a simulation. You know? Maybe this is how the aliens end it. Wow. I'm lit. By the way, you know you've woken up early when you beat the family member that always wakes you up with the Bible verse in the morning. they see you don't read the verse ever. They never see you at church or hear you talk about it, but yet they still send it to you. I will give the Christians one thing. They're persistent and they never give up. I beat Aunt Sally. Yeah, I'm drinking coffee and I'm sitting there. I did a couple things, took the first morning, splat and tot. That's short for toilet. And, oh, hi, Aunt Sally. Beat ya. You guys have that family member? Everyone has that family member. There's always a family member that kicked the powder and now they see Jesus. You know, everyone needs an outlet. That's why I'm losing it, because I don't have comedy. I, like, can't go to the park even now. I can't even do the park comedy because of the fires, the smoke. I'm like, cool. Life is really fucking cool right now. Right? Thank God for drugs. Speaking of the Bible, I think I got ripped off the other day. I bought some holy water, and it didn't taste like water. It tastes like semen. Father Patrick, I want my money back. I wanted it just not stirred or shaken. I just wanted water. And I thought holy water could bring me some, like, good luck. Because I've been paranoid, guy. The other day, a coworker comes back to work. This guy's been out because of COVID. This is what they do. And we see the chubby bald guy over there. See, he's been hanging out with Mary Jane. He's new. Let's put the guy who just got back from a COVID retreat. Let's have him go show him a route, how to drive a route. Be in close proximity. I'm in the car with him, and this guy's an old guy, right? Latino guy. He's got the knee bands, right? He's been driving for 30 years. Broken English. I can only understand every other word. It's a bad sign when someone goes, Espanol? Sorry, guy. That's a bad sign. Your conversation's going to be iffy, right? A lot of silence. You're going to feel like you're in church, right? You'd be feeling like you're hanging out with Father Patrick there with the old semen water, right? So I'm in the car with him, and he's got the visor and the mask, right? And he's not coughing, but really, I mean, I can almost like see his lungs come out, right? And he's overweight, right? And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, because it sounds like he's got COVID. He's like, we just driven around the block. I'm like, oh my God, I'm losing it, right? 5 minutes, not much talking, right? Because he doesn't understand English, and we're going on the first stop, right? And he says, he's like shifting gears, and he's getting out of breath. Like, I'm like, oh my, maybe you shouldn't be working. Like, hey, please. And anyways, so we get to the first stop. He gets out of the car, drops off the stuff, comes back in, and I'm like, I'm sweating. I feel like I'm gonna throw up. Have you ever been like so anxious you're like, gonna throw up? Yeah, I was, and he's like, I don't have it. Like, oh, couldn't tell me that when I was gripping the side of the car when we couple blocks back there. You know, this guy's like, that's a negative, don't have it, like, that's it. And then we continued and then went back, and I was so upset. I was like, oh my gosh, that was freaky, right? Ugh. Social distance. You can't social distance in the car, right? And now, speaking of cars and the whole Uber, right? Oh my God, Uber's done in California, and Lyft, right? Because they want to make the guys employees. So you know who's really happy now? And they're doing this. You know who's doing that? They're doing this shit. You know who's doing that? The taxi cab drivers. Fuck you, Uber. Fuck you, Lyft. Those guys got screwed when these, you know, oh, I want to make some side money. Those assholes, the guys, I don't know if I should go to college. Let me hit it down. Yeah, Uber. I'll be a professional Uber driver. Meanwhile, you got Abdul and Kabar over here with 7 kids each. Their aunts and uncles live with them. They gotta fuck the wife like at 3 in the morning because that's when all 1,700 of them are asleep. And they're losing work because no one takes a taxi anymore. But now they will. I'm happy. People are like, oh no, people are gonna be DUIs. And what are you talking about? You forget about the taxi cab drivers. Everyone's forgotten the taxi cab drivers, except me. I took a taxi here and to work. Didn't even need to. Spent too much money. But because I got principles, guy. These taxi cab drivers, they need love too, right? And I like to support the one that's forgotten. Oh, I was always forgotten. And you know the people that I love? The chicks that saw me in the corner like, I'll suck that chubby dude's dick. Oh, you know, you gotta marry those ones, right? By the way, single guys, single gals, if you're not getting laid, I know times are tough, right? But if you know, having issues, go for someone older. Go for someone 10, 20 years older. And then work your way back, okay? I'm telling you, your streak will be over. You're gonna be hip-hop and hooray down the street. I'm telling you, I gave this advice to a friend the other day, and I saw him yesterday, and I told you, he was doing a fake jump rope down the street. This guy was doing this. I mean, this guy wasn't even on drugs. He was just so happy because his streak is over, right? And he's having a good time. Now, the lady is 70, but hey, fuck it. This guy doesn't care. You know, the streak is over. He doesn't feel lonely anymore. And both heads are happy, you know? It's good for mental. And for the other one. Well, that's what happened with me. I'm like, hanging out in the corner, sucking on my thumb. The Greek, the black, the guy with the abs, they're all getting laid. I'm like, I don't know how to talk to women. And then the cougar at the bar, I'll buy you a drink, you look lonely. Those are the chicks that bang on the first dates. You go to the young ones, you gotta meet the family, you gotta take grandma on a date, right? Oh my god, I do this young chick. I had to take the grandma out on a date before I could take the chick on a date. That's too much work. Are you kidding me? Come on. We're finding out life can be very short, right? Aliens are real. Did you hear that? The Pentagon announced unearthed vehicles. They have unearthed vehicles. They have vehicles from not this planet, from another Earth. Get to it. Time could be short. I told you about fucking the asteroid, 1%. California burned 1%. The 1% is very common. I bet you bat virus was at 1%, okay? Love that shit. So get to an older chick. That's what I did. I'm happily married. My wife's 7 years older than me. I don't give a fuck. I'm married to a MILF. And she just turned 40, so technically she's a cougar. Love and life. I wish she didn't have so much school. School can really get in the way of, you know, which is bullshit. And they know it too. The teachers and stuff. They're like, let's drive the husbands crazy. I want to see if he can start a porn addiction. I'm catching on, you fucking teachers. I'm watching her teachers. I'm sending Zoom comments. I'm watching motherfuckers. Don't hold her up too much. I need stuff too, right? Too personal? I will say this. You saw this earlier? Sparkling water should rule all waters. Water? Scram. Get lost. Water. How plain and boring. Water is like that peanut butter sandwich. Kind of boring. Getting stuck to my teeth. Not doing it for me. But that sparkling when it's added, it's like the jelly. Oh. I can eat 10 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches to the face. 10. That's what sparkling water's like. I'm shaking. I love it. Water? How boring. Water is like hanging out with grandma. It's fun for the first 5 minutes, and then you're like, all right, I get World War II. I get Burt Bacharach. Hell of a guy. The bubbles, the fizz, the burps. You heard that. You know how good it feels to burp? Burp's up there with orgasm. I think it's orgasm, popping pimple, burp. Actually, I put fart above burp, but burp's in the top 5. Great feeling. What's water do? Water doesn't make you burp. Makes you go pee. You know how annoying going pee is? I want to watch the fucking movie. I want to play the fucking video game. 2K. Sparkling water doesn't do that. Somehow the bubbles clog up the urethra system and lags the amount of time the water comes out through the system. Guy, I'm not a doctor. Heard on an audio device. I'm done with the snooze fest of water. You've heard it. I've written Trump. I've written Biden. I'm waiting for my response. Whoever likes sparkling water better gets my vote. Yeah, that's what adults do. They solve their own fucking issues. You know? I'm like, hey, like, where's my notes here? Right? You know? I read a headline. Chrissy Teigen. Her friends call her Chrissy. Some friends call her C. Is married to John Legend. Beautiful piano guy. Beautiful black man. Read a headline. Chrissy Teigen shares a topless video. I'm like getting curious now. Then I finished reading. Following a breast implant removal surgery. Yeah, I'm cool. Don't believe in that. You should be accepting of what you were given by the animal gods. Allah, some people believe. You don't see me getting a dick extension. Disgusting, Chrissy. Upset. By the way, everyone's been telling me I look better with a beard. You see me growing it back. Apparently they didn't like my 4 chins I got going on. I got more chins living here than over at the Chin family house next door. Okay? I get it. The beard hides it. Just gives the chins a coat. I get it. I'm all for it. I want the chins to feel comfortable, right? They immigrated here from Fatland, and I want them to feel comfortable on my face. They heard me bragging about my face, how great it is, the parties, the Mary Jane, the alcohol, and they're like, oh, I want to join. The stuff, pretzel bites, I want to join. I knew God invented something. Pretzel bites, I've been tearing those up. You know those cause cancer, right? But fuck it. That 1% could get us, right? So I'm just living it. Oh, that's such an excuse. We could die, so I'm just gonna eat like shit. But you know you're unhealthy when you're surprised by how good you feel after eating an apple. I'm like, oh, I feel better. I don't feel tired. Yeah, because you didn't eat a 10-inch burrito, guy. You didn't just eat Ritz crackers for lunch. Have you ever been so lazy making lunch in the morning, too? I always blow it. I make lunch in the morning. That's such a rookie move. You always make lunch the night before. Everyone knows that, except me, apparently. Have you ever been so lazy you just put, like, Ritz crackers? I remember I just put, like, a couple sleeves of Ritz crackers, the jar of peanut butter, right? And the jar of jelly. Fuck it, I'll make the Ritz on the road, right? Living on the Ritz. Oh my god. And you know what I realized the other day too? I'm such an asshole. I know I'm an asshole. Because this is how you know you're an asshole. When you run into someone who's really nice and they ask a bunch of questions. They're actually invested in about you. I'm like, whoa, that's what this is like, right? And this guy's like, what's your favorite basketball team? I'm like, what's your favorite hockey team? What's your favorite baseball team? I'm like, this guy asked me every fucking sport, you know? And this guy was generally, I thought this guy wanted to fuck me. Hey, dude, I don't spread the cheeks for cock, just for pegging. You know, not my boat. You know, some people float. I just sink when it comes to that shit. I need to float, baby. You know, that's what I kind of said. And he didn't appreciate the black voice. He's like, come on, Alex, grow up. But then I realized this guy doesn't want to fuck me, right? His wife comes in, kisses him on the cheek. No, this guy's just a nice guy. He just wants to get to know me. I was like, there's people out there like that? By the way, you know, I'm so excited. You ever read something and just pumps you up, right? You ever read something and pumps you up? Apparently, every 2 days, someone, get this, someone becomes a billionaire. If you don't see me next week, there's a reason why. Science. By the way, how creepy would it be if you got a gift card from a friend for a massage place? That is kind of a weird gift, especially a guy to guy, right? But what if you went to the massage place and the masseuse only gives massages from the front? I have to look in your eyes to figure out what muscles are tender. I couldn't do it. I'd be like, I'm flipping around, guy. I couldn't do that. How creepy would that be? I have to look in your eyes to see if I can make your penis hard. Yeah, exactly, guy. I'm out of here. But you know there's a guy out there that does that, right? There's a guy, some scumbag, schemer. Oh, she looks stupid. Oh yeah, I do everything. Get naked. Oh yeah, I do everything in the front. Hang on. I do this. Uh-huh. That's why I don't trust any of those massage places. You know? I let the wife do the massage. I trust her. I know she's not going to do a massage from the front. Right? I know she's not going to... Yeah, now I have to joke you off. What? That's the other thing too. What if you go on a massage, right? And you're proud. You've been married 10 years, 12 years. And they just start... You're like, that's cheating. How are you going to explain that? Oh, like an unintentional cheat? That is an unintentional cheat, but how are you going to prove that? Right? That's like trying to prove your innocence in a murder trial. You know, like, how are you were at the scene, but you didn't do it. Oh, you know? Someone grabbed the gun and accidentally popped it off. They forced the trigger, not you. Right? That's the whole thing. The massage places are creepy. It's weird. I just found an older woman that I married. Like, I told her, your dad signed you off to me. We took the vows. That means I own you. It's just common sense. Guys, I'm like the dumbest guy in the world. And it's just like, common sense, you know? By the way, I'm driving today. Oh, I just, that's how fat I am. I'm just moving like that. I'm driving today. And I came up to a red light, okay? Mind my business. Red light. Thinking about every 2 days. Can become a billionaire. Bada bing, bada boom. This car comes up behind me. And this guy, he's waving a white flag like this. It's going like this, white. And I'm like, holy shit. Didn't become a billionaire, just became a fucking king. I just became a Somali pirate. Because this guy's surrendering to me. Oh, hi Tom Hanks, I'm gonna kidnap ya. I thought this guy was giving up all of his possessions. I'm like, cool, change my name to Louis V. I've never had someone surrender to me. I've heard about it in the books. Fiction on. I get out of the car, and I'm approaching the guy's car, okay? And I realize this guy is cleaning his windshield. Not surrendering. And I'm just like, fuck. I really wanted that to happen. Someone surrendered? How dope would that be? You're walking down the street and someone comes up to you and just gets on their knees and goes, everything that is mine is yours, sire. Perfect. Simply perfect. It would be unbelievable. By the way, never buying anything on sale. That's the oldest scam in the book. The sale, whoever came up with the sale is a jerk and probably has a statue we need to take down. Alright? The sale is the biggest scam of them all. The sale that scam started in the 1800s, for sure. That's when a lot of those scams started. By some Weasley guy with pointy ears and pointy shoes. Because if you think about it, have you ever gotten food on sale? It usually expires 1 or 2 days. You forget. You're biting into it. Oh, cool. Mold. Car. You get a car on sale. I bought a car from a shop. Oh, cool. Car on sale. Go down a couple blocks. I'm loving life. Notorious. Yeah, he was fat rapping. Now I'm fat rapping. Love it. Relation. Don't see color. Love Biggie. And then the car just breaks down. Oh shit, I feel like a loser now. Nothing's wrong with the car. I had issues with that car. These guys were scam artists. Oh, it's on sale. Oh yeah. Okay. Now I know what sale means. You pay for what you get. You pay for what you get. Girlfriend. On sale. Just broke up with someone. That's a sale. That's an on sale. That's a dangerous on sale. They say it takes time to heal wounds. That is scientific. It takes time for a chick to get over a dude. You don't want to just... You're asking for it. Okay? Oh, you pick her up. Daddy issues. She's screaming daddy in the bedroom. You're like, whoa, I'm your boyfriend. Okay? How about weed? That's my point. On sale. That's my bigger point. Have you ever gotten weed and you just go, oh, there goes all my money. Hope the wife doesn't find out. And then you're like, fuck it. I'll drive. Life sucks. At least we got this, right? Feel alright. I'll smoke more. I feel alright. Smoke more. Not feeling anything. Not feeling anything. What's this thing called? Sativa? What the fuck is sativa? It's one step up from grass. I could have picked up grass off the ground and seen a little dog shit in there. Oh, I feel fucking good. What's the deal, guy? What's sativa? It doesn't do anything. I'm like, oh, my chores. Huh. I bought this stuff on sale, spent all the money, went through it in a day. Oh, this is cool. Worst weed ever. And I went back and I told the guy, listen, guy, I don't like you. Got very awkward after that. You know, but then I told him, if you want to be a successful stoner, you gotta be smoking all day. Okay? You hear these people, I'm lazy when I smoke. I don't smoke anymore. It's because you weren't doing it right, lady. This is what you were doing. You were smoking it from your butt. That's gross. Smoke it with your mouth. Okay? B, you gotta be smoking all day while you're doing stuff. At work, what do you say about, you're not allowed to smoke in here. Fuck you. You know what I mean? You gotta be just, Daddy, what is that? Fuck off. You're really a bad example. Fuck off. You gotta just be smoking all day. Who gives a fuck what people are saying? Hey, Grandma, I have cancer. Fuck off. Corona. Fuck off. You have to not care. And once you get to that level, then you can manage the weed and the work. Okay? This is rocket science. I'm sweating because I'm breaking down the knowledge for you. Seawater, even sparkling water, quenches my thirst. What is it going to be, Biden or Trump, sparkling water or water? You want my vote? They don't give a fuck about the vote. They already got it in the bag. Drinking dreams or smoking dreams? Which one's better? Smoking, I don't even dream. After a couple late at night, the wife's asleep. That's when the party really starts. When the kid's asleep, the wife's asleep. That's when you can whip out this device. You're fucking, you're, oh yeah, right, right. You're going back to her 20s, yeah. Talking shit on PlayStation. I'm a kid still. Ugh. Gotta swallow it. See, I'm a swallower too. Drinking dreams, the worst. I've been drinking more. Hence the chins. You want to get some chins? Drink beer. Thick beer. I like my beer like I like my women. Thick. Okay, that was gross, sorry. Trying out new phases. My meth phase. You on drugs, sir? No. I need backup. Drinking dreams, they're the worst because you have to wake up and go piss all the time. And it's just like, pissing dreams are the worst. It's anxiety. Oh, cool. You like anxiety? Hi, anxiety. I've never met anyone that likes anxiety. I would love to meet someone that says, yeah, I love anxiety. Oh, I fucking love it. I'd love to meet that person. You know why? Because they'd be the biggest savage in the world. They'd be, yeah, I love anxiety. Best friend. Really? Hey, you don't shit your pants and cry for mama, huh? Interesting. Doesn't debilitate you, huh? Doesn't make you eat 5 pounds of meat every night, huh? Interesting. Yeah, these drinking dreams. Wake up, pee, and then anxiety, you're running. You're running for your life. And every dream, I'm running to get somewhere. Hey, come back here, Asian. You know what I mean? Like, I'm in war. I didn't sign up for this. I'm in the dream. I didn't sign up for this. But I gotta go pee. My body's telling me wake up, and it's making me run. One time, I'm in a dream. I'm like at track and field. I'm like, huh? I'm like, and it's like so tiring, you know. I'm sweaty, and I start farting and waking up my wife. It's not good. A woman doesn't want to smell my fart. Okay, I feel bad. A woman doesn't want to smell my fart. I hate when strangers have to smell me. Oh my god, I hate using public restrooms. I'm using one. Okay, I know, risky, right? COVID. I'm using one, and there's this Muslim guy in there, or who prays on the carpet. Is it the Muslims? I get everyone's confused. I didn't pay attention to history. I was paying attention to Mary and her sister Jane. Guy's praying in there. I'm like, hey, that's really gross. I didn't say this because I'm nice. That's really gross. You're going to put your holy thing on the ground. You know how gross a public floor bathroom is? You know what I mean? I once knew a kid, he dropped a candy bar, ate off the ground, died of AIDS 5 years later. Okay? Swear to God. And so I'm not judging, but I'm walking in the stall. I'm like, that's kind of gross. I wouldn't do that, but I got to have respect, right? But here's my thing. Have you ever gone in the public stall and you're next to someone and you really don't want to, like let the barn doors fully go because you don't know how loud the sound's gonna be. It's kind of embarrassing when it's just like, it's kind of like, it's too much, right? I get self-conscious with it, right? I gotta see these guys, right? So, the guy's praying, and I'm just letting it. You ever done this? You just let a little bit out, and you're like, come on, you see me in here. You really want to smell shit. And I'm like, this guy's dedicated. I like this guy. And I'm just like, and then finally, just with all the built up, I just let it go, all right? And it was like, you thought the Lebanon explosion was bad. This was, and I saw this guy. I saw him jump a little bit from under the stall. I saw him jump a little bit, and then I saw him stick around like, this guy, I hope he's alive, because I didn't see him move for a second. Like, it made him shit his pants a little bit. And I saw him get up, and I just hear him mumble, and just leave. And I'm like, I feel so fucking bad, but yet so relieved. There comes to a point where you can only be so polite. Am I right? It's like when those guys are talking to you, you're trying to go. You told them you have to go pick up your kid. The wife's been on the rag. She's been throwing tomatoes at you because you suck. You're ugly. Your dick is small. And you're doing this. You don't even have a fucking lunch. You're like, and they're just calling you up. It's like, I gotta cut you off, guy. That's what you have to say. I gotta cut you off. It's time not to be polite. It's time to relieve oneself so you don't get in trouble. If you're going poo and you hold it too much in, you're just letting anything just a little out. This is scientific. Ask my telescope back there. Explosion internally will happen. Guy, I heard it on an audio device. An internal explosion will happen. So, I can only respect a religion for so long until I gotta think about myself, At least that's what I told Father Brown when he had his mouth on my cock. Hey, ease up, guy. A team of Chinese researchers have created a device, shout out to scientists, capable of detecting the origin of a fart. It looks like I'll be canceling my flight to the laboratory in China. And by the way, they can detect the origin of fart, but not the origin of a virus. Interesting. Yeah, here's my thing. I don't want to show up there and hang out with them. I fart, and now I'm someone's origin story they're telling. Hey, you should have saw this chubby fat guy sweating too much about a small cock. I don't need that on the tip of Chung and Wing in the middle of China. I heard this quote. Well, before we get to the quote, I got my producer going, before we get to that, this podcast is sponsored by Silver Tongue Audio. Silver Tongue Audio is the leading podcast label in the Bay Area and the nation. Silver Tongue Audio has a couple different podcasts. Mine, Midnight in the Bay. And here's the great thing about Silver Tongue. You go to silvertongue.org, you go to the podcast, you see mine right there, you see all the episodes. Guess what, guy? This is what Silver Tongue Audio did. Guess. They gave it to you for free. Spotify wants it. The money. Apple. The money. Silver Tongue. No money. Sorry, honey. Don't want it. Here you go. Silver Tongue's like the Indians to the Pilgrims. Here you go. We love everyone. You can find all my episodes free right there, guy. Right there. Midnight in the Bay. And also, you can find Dazed and Disturbed. Dazed and Disturbed is a podcast that is great because it shines light on dark subjects. Okay? With a hint of a little marijuana. It's a fun, interesting, and thought-provoking podcast. Go check it out. Dazed and Disturbed, right there, Silver Tongue. All free episodes, right there. Sorry, Spotify, get out of here. And then we've got the NPC podcast, the non-player character podcast. This podcast has video game experts talking about what's trending in the video game world, what the nerds are complaining about in the video game world, and, stuff we used to play as a kid. There's nothing like thinking about the good old days, right? With the N64, GoldenEye, they talk about all that. They cover it all right? That's the NPC podcast, right there, Silver Tongue, all free downloads. And guess what? It's a great podcast to listen to while you're playing the old Xbox. I don't know what language that was. I think it was Xbox in Swedish. That's the NPC, the days in the server, the midnight in the bay, right there at Silver Tongue Audio, silvertongueaudio.org. Whew. By the way, I love keeping that. You know how thick that is? Oh. You gotta keep one though. This one's weak. This one's got AIDS right here. This one though, thick. Just when people, hey, give me your gun. What? Yeah, exactly. And also I do. People say, hey, nowadays people are crazy. Carry a weapon. Okay. I'll carry a weapon. I'll carry my toenails. Free of charge. Where'd you get your toenails? Grew them? Yeah, I keep these suckers long. Okay, look at this. I keep these long. Oh. Hey. Okay. Oh, I pull the muscle for sure. Ow. I'm too fat. I can cut someone with these. I cut my son by accident. I thought he was going to call child services. I'm like, thank God he doesn't know the number. Thank God he's an idiot, right? I can cut someone. Oh, you want to rob me? Shishi. Right? I'll make the sound effect when I do it. Shishi. I think that's thank you in Chinese, too. Thank you for cutting your ass, motherfucker. Did blacks come up with motherfucker? I think they did. It's awesome. It's so cool. A white guy didn't come up with it. It wasn't a Serbian white guy. Motherfucker. No. By the way, I heard this quote. Life is more of a dance than a march. Thank God, right? Oh my God, dancing's so much better than marching. I've never marched. That's why I didn't join the military. Don't think I could do it, right? It's too much. I'm not a toy soldier with the batteries in, right? I'm a human being. And dancing's fun. How fun is this? So that's cool about life. By the way, Socrates has a quote. All I know is nothing. Famous philosopher. All I know is nothing. How the fuck are you a philosopher? Can you imagine the students in his class? It's like the end of the semester. All I know is nothing. Why'd I take the fucking class? Could have had St. Helena sucking the old Achilles. Fuck this. Bring Jesus back. He knew something. Right, Billy? It would take 1,000 years to watch all the videos on YouTube, when it takes just an entire afternoon to watch all the videos on Pornhub. I heard a motivational speech, and this guy mentioned a bunch of famous people that have worked hard and have made it to the top. Michael Jordan. Michael Phelps. Apparently this guy likes Michaels. Then this lady, he goes, with no arms, that flies commercial planes. Hold on right there. Hang on right there. Can you tell me which airline? Because when I fly, I don't know about you, I'm nervous. I'm a nervous wreck. I gotta eat like 5 burritos to sedate myself. It's too much for me, right? I'm thinking about someone on the wing. I'm thinking about the guy, terrorist. It's too much. The spork. It's a fork and a spoon, a spork. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. The half fork, half spoon. That one threw me off. I almost had a panic attack on the plane, okay? And now I gotta get on the plane, and I look in the cockpit, and I see feet up on the dash. I see feet up on the steering wheel. I don't think so. Someone the other day introduced me to someone named Isis. I laughed. I thought it was a joke. Okay. Then Isis goes, "What's so funny? Have you ever been in that predicament?" Eesh. Huh. Just laughing at the wall. You gotta make up something stupid to make yourself look crazy. See, I'd rather make myself look crazy than an asshole, right? Yes, I was laughing at the wall. Yeah, Isis thinks I'm a weirdo. It's a funny name. Come on. Not funny to New Yorkers. Okay. My wife asked my son the other day how much 4 times $1.50. 5 minutes go by. My son stumped, and so was I. Ooh, I was like, I forgot that. The multiplication? Guy, I was so bad at math, though. All the subjects I was bad at. I was even bad at PE. They're like, run a lap. I'm like, what's a lap? I'm walking in. Hey, run. What's a run, Horrible. And math, I was so bad, they said stop. They made me a TA for PE. A teacher's assistant. You could TA, like, English class, help the teacher with papers, or computer lab. They put me to PE instead of math. This guy's not gonna get it. This guy, he's for sure gonna lose it on YouTube, And they're kind of right. And the TA for PE, what the fuck is a TA for PE? You know what they had me do? Run and get the balls. That was my job. Might as well put a helmet on me and a whistle, guy. My wife told me she has a weird relationship with the tomato. I go, is there something you need to tell me? Right? And now I feel kind of threatened. Every time I walk in the kitchen, I see this big tomato, and I gotta put my shoulders back, right? Suck the gut in. Oh my god, anytime there's just like a hot chick that walks by, I saw this chick today in the skirt. Have you seen the tennis outfit? It's like a skirt. And it's like, why are you wearing that? You could almost see the beef, right? You almost see Justin down there, okay? And they're wearing it. They know they're hot, right? And I'm trying not to look, but like, hey, I haven't seen my wife's beef for a while, right? I want to see yours, right? And I'm just, and and I'm sucking in the gut, walking by this tomato like, you fruit. That's what I've been calling it, just putting it down. You ain't gonna take my woman. That's how you walk by the chicks, right? That's how I walk by this tennis player. I didn't call her a fruit, though. I was like, I think she thought I was blind. Oh yeah, I was blinded. Blinded by the ass. Oh my god, are those 2 legs or the... I don't know, I was a horrible rapper. I would always join the rap groups with the black players on the football team in high school. They start the rap group, and they'd be going, I'd go in, yo, what's the buff? And they're like, this guy is fucking stupid. Sorry, Krell. Will you still be my friend wherever you are? Jermel. I'm not intimidated by the tomato anymore because my wife appreciates the little things in life. So I'm cool, baby. I'm like, really? You like it? But you all like the 12 inches. Apparently not. Every time my wife gets home, you're gonna love this. You know exactly what I'm gonna say. Every time my wife gets home, she goes, I don't know how, but I spent this much money. Every time she goes home, I don't know how I spent this much money. She came home from the 99-cent store, and she's like, I spent $100. What, you buy the store? How you spend $100 at the 99-cent store? That's 100 items. I'm just chewing bazooka gum now. Thanks, babe. It's so funny. I mean, I do spend a lot of money too. I'll come home and she'll go, "Why'd you buy 3 Subways?" And I'm like, "There's 3 meals in a day. Come on, guy." She's like, "I'm not a guy." Come on, gal. A woman's butt is called a chicken. Get it? Chicken. Did I mention I have a brain injury? I bet you there's women out there that can't stand that the word men is in the word woman. I guarantee it. Bitches, aka dogs, are the most progressive animal because they don't see color. Cats are racist, you know that. Have you seen the look on a cat? Oh my god, we had this cat that hated chubby white guys. Oh my god, this cat was an asshole. But cats are for sure racist. All races of all colors. You know, meow for sure is the N-word. Meow. Yeah, okay, guy, watch it. Got my friend Carell coming over later because I finally learned how to rap. I heard a quote today. Heard a lot of them. You are what you do. Oh, so I'm a fast-moving hand? Have you heard that other one? You are what you eat. So I'm a stuffed peanut butter pretzel. Actually, that makes sense. Oh, if you saw the gut, you'd be like, oh yeah, that's a stuffed pretzel, right? I heard a quote today, because I heard many. There is no happiness without action. Whoever came up with that quote was a sex addict. Gotta have that action. Was a gambler. Gotta have that action. My son was calling for me. 7-year-old. Daddy. I'm doing something. Daddy. If you don't come over here, I'm gonna burn all your stuff and throw a party. Where did he hear that? It spooked me. Bro, I thought I was gonna have to, like, tie him down like the Exorcist, and his head was gonna spin around. I was gonna have to pee on his head and call a priest and buy the right holy water. And this kid, he said sometimes the most outrageous stuff, and I'm like, where's he learn this from, right? It's gotta be YouTube. It's gotta be. I know those YouTube videos are I know they're probably like, make a certain video in a certain amount of time, like, okay, we know the parents are watching the beginning, and they're gone now. Hey, those motherfuckers, right? I want you to say this to your dad. I know he's chubby, he's a loser, his dick is 5.2 inches. I want you to say that you're gonna burn his shit. Pretty cool, right? And I want you to say you're gonna throw a party too. Right? Okay. I'm telling you, I'm not far off. My kid's come up to me and says, I've got some pranks. I'm gonna be pulling on you. You know the first prank was, hey dad, what? Sock to the nuts. Poof! I'm in the shower, bopping around, thinking about tennis players and the skirts. I just hear a flush of the toilet. You know what happens when you flush a toilet? This. Hot water turns to ice cold. I'm in a waterfall in Hawaii with Natalie Portman. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm in Alaska, freezing my balls off with Polar. Yeah, this kid, his pranks are just going up, and they're causing me to lose it. Internally, of course. I'm just glad, you gotta look at the bright things. I'm just glad my kid doesn't have dreams that come true. Because this kid has some nightmares. Like the other day, my kid was like, Daddy, I had a dream you died. I mean, what if his dream was coming true? Like, he had a dream I got AIDS, I got AIDS. He had a dream it rained Skittles. It'd be terrifying. I couldn't leave the house. I'd have to call to work, hey, call in sick, son had a dream I could die. It'd be the new dog ate my homework, you know? Terrifying, right? I don't want to think about that. Horrible. My kid pulled an oldie but goodie on me. Dad? Yeah? Nothing. Dad? Yeah? Nothing. Dad? If you say it, nothing. I'm telling you, this kid, he's learning how to be a prick on YouTube. I bet you that's a channel. This is how you become a prick. It's like, is that the channel Dennis the Menace watched back in 92? Remember Dennis? Oh my God. He would drive Mr. Wilson crazy. He'd be leaving paint on the ground. Wilson falling, almost breaking his neck. Shooting golf balls at his cock. Sorry, Mr. Wilson. Mr. Wilson's like, I think I gotta get a vagina now. Mr. Wilson had this flower. He waited 40 years for it to open. And Dennis totally fucked it up. I'm like, waiting in the movie. I'm waiting. When's Mr. Wilson gonna shoot Dennis? Because that's realistic. Mr. Wilson would have shot Dennis in the head if this was real life. Okay? Mr. Wilson, okay, maybe not gone that far, but Mr. Wilson would have beat the shit out of Dennis. Hey, you want to do this? Dennis would have stepped in a menace. Do you remember Dennis's parents? Mr. Wilson would get over there. He'd be holding his testicle in one hand. Your son took one of my testicles out and threw it in the road and squirrel he is. And the parents just be like, Dennis, he's... And Mr. Wilson would go over there like, I'm telling you, he's trying to kill me. Remember he put fucking pine salt in the mouthwash container Mr. Wilson drank, okay? He, like, replaced his pills with 80 milligram Oxycontins. Like, he was trying to kill Mr. Wilson. And then the parents are, have you ever met parents like that? Hey, you know your son's on the roof, right? Hey, he's so clever. He's about to jump. Kid breaks his leg. You're oblivious. You're hanging out with the Dennis the Menace parents. Horrible. Poor Mr. Wilson, R.I.P., okay? Oh, Dennis the Menace in real life would be in jail, for sure. Or killed. Or beaten up. Or a scholar, right? He gets beaten up by Mr. Wilson, goes to be Harvard, teaches kids not to be menaces. This episode is sponsored by Sparkling Water. Guys, that's been the wacky show. My name's Alex Woody. I'm your favorite Woody. And no, my last name's not spelled B-O-N-E-R. It's spelled W-O-O-D-Y. And you can find me on Instagram, _Alex Woody Comedy. You can email me at midnightinthebay@gmail.com. And I'm on Twitter under the handle, Not Your Favorite Comedian. Guys, that's been the show. Adios. There's no music, so I'm just going to stare at you until you turn it off. What is this person about? Okay, this is weird. I'm turning